Thanks very much for coming and good afternoon. I know Saturday afternoon is a pretty high value slot for all of you as it is all of us, and we appreciate your coming out. So for the next 40 minutes or so, I am going to give you some insights from my 20 years in the business, both as a writing analyst and someone who was rated as a pretty good one, as well as someone who had the misfortune of spending the last 11 years of my life trying to manage a research department. And if you wondered where I got all my gray hair, it was those 11 years that did it. Now, before I get into the meat of the presentation, let me just make a introductory remark that the state of most sell-side investment research in the market is extremely poor. And as such, I wouldn't advise you spend much of your time looking at it because I don't think it's going to give you much guidance on what you should be doing. And the disclaimer I'll give you is I'm not a judge. So everything I'm saying up here this afternoon is my own biased personal opinion. If that is counter the opinions of the judges, well, you had the disclaimer up front. And perhaps that's what's led to my title is pitfalls to avoid. And the pitfalls I do mention, I think, regardless of who the judges are, would be pretty clever of you to avoid, and some suggestions to consider. Now, I'm going to split my remarks into 4 sections. First, we're going to talk about what exactly is the concept of research. We're going to then move on to helping you think a little bit about how to organize your reports. As Bingley said, that is 50% of your grade, and while that is probably not going to be the thing that gets you into the finals, either regionally or globally, it can get you out of the competition very quickly, so we do want to spend some time there. And then the real meat of what I'm going to say this afternoon to you all is on the company analysis and valuation, how you all should be thinking about that. But first, let's turn to research. Now, for doing research in this industry, there's really 3 levels of research you need to do. First, you need to start thinking about analyzing the industry. Porter's 5 Forces is a good place to start, good enough as any. Those of you in graduate business schools, probably have plenty of strategy courses. But you really have to start by some industry analysis. Second thing, after you've done your industry analysis, you're actually in a position to begin to analyze the company you're looking at. And it's only after you've done those first 2 things that you can actually begin to analyze what it is that people actually buy and sell, namely, in this instance, the underlying stock itself. Now, through my years of either being an analyst or working with analysts, one of the things I noticed is, what I would label bad research is largely bad because it either overlooks 1 or 2 of these 3 things, and we'll jump in and focus on just 1 or 2 of those areas and not all 3 of them. So remember, start with the industry, then move down to the company, and then once you've got that all nailed down, you can begin to start thinking about the stock. Now, it's also, I think, very worthwhile thinking about this word of ours, research. And if we break it up, I think it can be very good at helping you think about what is going to distinguish your reports. And frankly, as you look at some of the research on the street, we'll let you know why much of it is bad. Simply put, I think in research, we need a lot more search and a lot less read. And I'm being cute to a certain level here, but I actually did go through the dictionary, and I tried to find a word beginning with RE that actually had a positive connotation in the context of the word research, and I couldn't find one.